Thank you. Can we have the Sidney Mosquito All-Stars and the coaches up, please?
After winning several exhibition games at an invitational tournament in Dartmouth, the Sidney Mosquito All-Stars would win the Nova Scotia Provincial Championship, defeating New Glasgow 11-2. Sidney was undefeated in the event. Later, Sidney would win the Atlantic Championship, crushing Lancaster, New Brunswick 15-0. Along the way, they won over teams from Gander, Newfoundland, as well as Quebec and Kingston PEI. Once again, the Sidney Mosquito A All-Stars.
Hello everybody. First off, I'd like to thank the Cape Breton Sports Heritage Committee for this honor. I've been very fortunate to be surrounded by these young athletes. They've done something very special, both on and off the field. They're ahead of their time. I've never been part of anything so cool. I'd like to thank Mary Hanrahan for the nomination. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here. My assistant coaches, Mike O'Rourke and Brian McPhee, fantastic job. All of the parents and the kids again who gave up their summer last year. Practice, practice, practice. It really does work. I have one thing to say to you guys, and I want to hear you. What's the rule when the ball's hit? Everybody has a job. You know, I have 14 kids, and from 1 to 14, every single one of them contributed with a hit, a catch, a cheer. Once again, it was special. I don't know if they realize at this point in time just how special this here moment is. I know I'm just blown away. So, thank you guys, and thanks everybody.
I remember my days in Little League playing for the Phelan Bakery Ranch in Glace Bay under Louis Wood. I was the only Little Leaguer in the history of Glace Bay that got played one year and got cut the next. Our next award is the Coach of the Year, sponsored by M&M Meat Shops, and again I've asked Robbie Redshaw to please come forward to make this presentation. Robbie's been up here more than me tonight. The award is to be presented. Let's bring him back, the coach of the Sidney Mosquito All-Stars, Brian Yard. Brian guided the Sidney Mosquito All-Stars through an impressive season, winning the Nova Scotia Provincial Championship and then the Atlantic title, besting teams from Lancaster, New Brunswick, Gander, Newfoundland, as well as Quebec and Kensington PEI along the way. Coach of the Year, Mr. Brian Yard.
Once again, thank you very much to everybody involved here, to all the inductees, to all of the athletes, everybody that was honored here tonight. Once again, just thank you for my last time.
It is time now for the Official of the Year award, sponsored by Platinum Fitness. Presenting this award is Sandra McKillop. To Mary Alice Butts from the sport of basketball. officiated provincially for 13 years, working high school provincial championships. Mary Ellis has officiated at the AUS level for the past 8 years and worked in the AUS Women's Championship, officiated at the National Championship the past 4 years, having this past year been awarded the crew chief in the final. She was the crew chief of the first all-female crew to work the AUS game, and she has been selected to officiate at the Canada Summer Games coming up in August 2009. Mary Alice Best.
First of all, I'd like to thank my family, my husband and my son who are with me here tonight. My husband for picking up the slack for all the evenings that I'm away, the weekends that I'm on the road traveling. Refereeing is a little bit different. Officiating, it's kind of, at the end of the game, there's no cheers or boos or, you know, that kind of thing. It's you go in the locker room and you discuss how you could have did a better job. But at the end, you know, all you can do is hope that the right team won, and that was your job, the right team won. My daughter put it the best way. She was at a game, an AUS game at St. Bex, it was St. Bex and CBU, and as we all know, they're big rivals. And the X fans were tough that night, especially on the Cape Breton girl. Anyway, after the game, I said to her, I said, it must be really hard, you know, people out there booing your mom and all this kind of stuff, right? She said, no, Mom, I learned a long time ago, she said. Every time you blow that whistle, she said, 50% of the people like you, and the other 50 don't. That's pretty much what officiating is, but I've had a passion for basketball since I was a very small girl, and I've been fortunate enough through refereeing staying in the game. I'd like again to thank my family, and I'd like to thank the committee, selection committee, and that's it. Thanks very much.
Our next award is the Executive of the Year Award, sponsored by the Cape Breton Regional Municipality. And I would ask another of my council colleagues, Mr. Ray Bruce, to please come forward to make the presentation. Tradesman of the Nova Scotia Major Midget Hockey League. The official name is the Cape Breton Tradesman Major Midget Hockey Club. The team is a founding member of the Nova Scotia Major Midget Hockey League, which started operations in 1979, and its present board includes Rob Rice, President, Brett Lamont, Treasurer, Ron Donovan, Director-at-Large, Ken Turner, Director-at-Large, Duke Lewis, Director of Special Projects, Graham Quinn, Director of Publicity and Special Projects. The team general manager is Charlie Rackley, and the coaching staff consists of head coach Aaron Rice, assistant coach Gerard Laffin, assistant coach Robbie Sinclair, goaltending coach Scott Guthrow. Training staff includes head trainer Sandy Mercer and an assistant trainer Kenzie McDonald. The team does play at the Center 200 in Sydney and offers a major program for players in the Cape Breton zone of Hockey Nova Scotia. The Executive of the Year Award to the Cape Breton Tradesman.
Said 3 rules on the speech: to be brief, and to be brief. So I will try to be. First of all, we, with the team, want to thank the selection committee, all of the people who put on such a great event tonight. We are very honored to have been selected. Being a volunteer group, certainly our intention was not to stand here tonight for this particular award, but I did hear the words passion, commitment, spoken by several people, and when you're a volunteer and a part of a volunteer group, you certainly have to carry 2 of those attributes. None of us have children involved in the program. It is a 12-month-of-the-year program, and it keeps us very busy along with our regular jobs. But our goal is to provide a hockey program for 20 kids every year, to try to keep them off the street, to keeping it busy.